You are listening to Venus Rose, interactive spiritual Q&A and the power of sound. Music is like sunshine. Hello, conscious souls. How are you feeling? Aquarius season is in full mode. The stellium, like astrologers call it, when more than 3 planets are in one zodiac sign, are giving the energy of the water bearer more momentum. Pluto stands for the transformative power. Mars is the planet that calls us to take action, while Venus reminds us not to throw away our values in the process. Mercury, the planet of communication, left the stellium 2 days ago on the 6th of February to go into Pisces. The Sun emphasizes all of these energies with its radiant power. The temperatures in my area are climbing a bit, and the snow is melting slowly. Today's questions people sent to me that I want to reflect about with you are about the concept of rebellion. Uranus, the planet who rules the sign of Aquarius, is direct now and is known as the rebel. Is it only a rebellion when you fight aggressively against some kind of regime? Or is doing something new and different than most do, or let's say a majority of people, already a rebellious act? I would like to take a look at music and frequency, since from my understanding that is our essence. So the younger generation might be shocked to hear that some decades ago it was a rebellious act to listen to a certain kind of music. Well, the frequency stuff is not only noticeable but visible too, because when I think back to my teenage years, you were able to see what kind of music someone listens to because of the clothes they were wearing. I guess to a degree it is still the case, but I'm not sure if it is as strict as it was back then when I was small. Certain styles or even colors were strongly associated with specific genres of music. The clothes are visible. There are an expression of the message, the frequency a particular music represented. But what was in the center of the music was the overall vibe and, of course, the lyrics. In the last century, there were a lot of bands who were political, and they dared to sing stuff others were afraid to speak up about. They gathered big, huge crowds on festivals, for example. Remember, there was no internet back then. I know we still have festivals nowadays, but in order to experience things with one another and share stuff, you always literally had to come together. I am sure there are still some bands today bringing forth statements that a certain government might not want to hear. There are countries who know why they do not want artists to create music openly. But why, some might ask? Music is such a beautiful thing. Yes, it is indeed. And it is directly influencing our nervous system and through it our emotions. Everybody knows what our favorite song can do, help us rise into the best mood possible. One of my mentees said music helps her to build inner strength and get through stuff. I like to go on a run, sometimes with her, but we haven't done it in a while. We have to change that. I like to go on a run, as I said, if my schedule permits. My old friend Christina, who is a dedicated runner for several decades now, taught me the do's and don'ts in the beginning. She asked me not to use music in order to learn to listen to my body first. Music can carry you or push you further without you noticing it. That can definitely be a good thing depending on the goal you want to achieve. But it can also be to your detriment of your body if you are not careful. Anyway, what I want to emphasize on is, due to the nature of our system, music, depending on which energy it carries, is able to rally us up, inflame us, and even get us in the state where we are willing to fight. But what is when the rebellion is going against yourself? In my one-on-one sessions, I experience a lot that people are rebellious against themselves or their emotions because they are not aware what brings the tension. Old limiting beliefs that are stuck in our system, either from our upbringing or ancestral lineages, are most of the time responsible for these sensations. Their inner critic, for example, is famous for bringing up doubts and questioning our capabilities. Acknowledging the underlying reasons is the first step. Dissecting what is our soul's truth on one hand, and what is old stuff from others on the other side that has been imprinted on us, is the transformational path that leads us to inner peace. So what I want to say is sometimes it can be a good thing to feel an inner revolution. But since judgment is one of the most sinister things that we are taught in this society from an early age on, it is often not the easiest to give ourselves the grace to first listen to the inner conflict and then maybe get support for a solution if we need some. And again, sound and music can be a beautiful support to get into areas of your mind, body and soul to help free yourself. On my sound journeys, people are able to dive deep into relaxation of their bodies or travel to past lives or other realms. The rebellion against the body is not only a thing in the teenage years or for young adults. In today's day and age, when people see so many AI-generated images, natural beauty does not seem to be relevant anymore. Many people, especially women, but gender-fluid individuals and males too, act rebellious against their bodies, because they do not fit into the vision they see out there on social media. Everyone's body is different. It takes time to get to know what our temple truly needs in form of nutrition and exercise. Yes, I believe everybody needs some kind of movement, even if it is only to go for a walk on regular basis. That in itself reduces the cortisol and stress levels that brings you closer to inner peace. What comes to my mind right now is dancing. Even if you are sitting and you are not able to move your legs, just wiggle your shoulders or throw your head. Although it is one of my favorite things to do, I don't take time often enough to do it. Lately, I was reminded of one of my favorite bands as I was a kid. It was so much fun, listening, singing, and dancing to the old songs, laughing about old stories, soothing the system, bringing mind, body, and soul into coherence. Go ahead, grab your favorite music and move your body in whatever way gives you the most pleasure. By the way, moving the hips triggers a chain reaction in the body in a way that you grow new neurons. I learned that way over a decade ago from the sound healing master Tom Kenyon during training back then. So dance, have fun, moving your hips and growing your hippocampus. Let's make that an act of rebellion against the heaviness out there in the world. I want to say happy birthday to my old friend Sarah. I wish you everything you want for yourself. Have a beautiful solar return. It is already your birthday on your side of the world when I release this. Send me questions, dear souls. The themes for Aquarius season remain being idealistic, innovative, and humanitarian stuff. You can leave things in the comments of my YouTube channel named Crystal Seraphim Sounds or my Instagram. For those of you who do not have social media and love to send questions, or would like to book a one-on-one session to go on a soul sound journey with me, send me an email for further details. You can find everything in the show notes. Thank you for tuning in. Have a beautiful start into the new week. And as always, let me know what moves you. Love to you all. Rose.